So Hope and Matthew and Josie and Catherine, hope you guys got that video. You can watch that video of what happened on Monday. Okay, so sorry about that. So I got the brain. This is the cerebrum, right? I don't know if anybody can tell me what are those ridges called. They start with a G. This is gyri. Okay, and then these cracks are called sulci, right? Gyri, sulci. This, which lobe is this? It's on this side right here. Frontal, good. This is the back. What do we call that? Occipital. Okay, good. On the top, we got the top parietal, good. And then on the side here, temporal, right? Okay, where my finger is, that's the brainstem. What are the three parts of the brainstem? Midbrain, pons, medulla oblongata. Good. Okay, remember that's the entryway into the brain. There's this central nervous system. We call that the sinus. Okay, central nervous system. What's the penis stand for? Peripheral nervous system. What about the anus? What does the anus stand for? Autonomic, right? Okay, that's automatic. So all of you right now, your autonomic nervous system, okay, is basically beating your heart, making you breathe, all those things. Okay, now, this is part of the central nervous system. We also know that in the frontal lobe, there's this thing. Okay, what area is that? Motor area. Okay, and this is my touch. We call that the sensory. That's the parietal. So motor, parietal. Okay, we know that. We know in the frontal lobe that, we could damage that by giving you a lobotomy, poking a little ice pick in there. That would actually increase aggression rather than decrease aggression. Okay, we know that there's some personality traits. We will get to the male-female brain stuff for sure. Okay, the reason why we have those balls out there, these balls are neurotransmitters. Okay, those neurotransmitters have to go from one nerve to another. So let's look at real quickly at our nerve structure. Come on, babe. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You got this, baby. Okay, I'll just take it. All right. So I'm so happy about this thing that I bought. It was like a cheesy thing for like elementary school, but I'm in love with it because I like taking this stuff off. So I've added something to my nerve cell, right? Okay, these hairs. What are those hairs called? Dendrites. Okay, think of like dendrology is the study of trees, branches, right? Those are branches. This is my nerve body. Okay, and then this long thing is the, nice guess. Think wax on, wax off. Axon, good. Okay, this area where my neck is, okay, trigger zone, right? That's where that action potential starts, right? Potential means that it's not moving, it's starting there. And that's why all of you right now in the back row have those balls, okay? Because I got to take that ball and I got to go from one nerve to another, okay? To jump from one to the other, I've got to cross that gap. What's the gap called? S. Synapse. You got it. Synapse. Okay, that's a synapse. Nerves don't touch. You got to send this chemical. What's inside here? Yeah, chemicals like, give me an example. Love, hate, yeah, all kinds of things, right? Excitement, sleepiness. Okay, all kinds of hormones are here. Hormones are neurotransmitters. Okay, or neurotransmitters can be hormones. Okay, so I got to pass that. How do I get that? I've got to change my. Ooh, I should have put this up. I'll just take it like this. I got to change that that concentration gradient, and we got to thank this little guy right here. Who's this? Who's this? This is the mitochondria, right? The powerhouse of cells. The biggest joke in AP Bio, right? Okay, that's the only thing you have to know. But like seriously, though, excuse me, it's pretty amazing. Okay, I don't know what. It was probably the shower one morning. I was thinking like, how am I going to learn this? That's why I came up with the idea of why do we eat food? To open doors, right? Okay, the doorway isn't always just open. I've got to open it. And the way I open this door is, yes, physically with my hands, but it's all thanks to this guy. Where did I put my mitochondria back? Put it back. This guy taking the glucose that I ate at lunch and converting it. And these are in every single cell. My nerve cells, every single nerve cell has these. I don't even know if anybody's ever counted the number of potential mitochondria in your cells, right? It's unbelievable. It's like really freaks me out to think about the fact that this guy generates the energy to open those doors so that I can move. I can't move this muscle without brain power. Okay. Thanks, mitochondria. Okay, I cannot change that concentration gradient without that mitochondria. So each one of you, there's a doorway on each one of your nerves as your rows, right? Okay, so let's see if we can remember this. My left hand is outside of the cell. My right hand is inside the cell. Okay, and I'm going to pump things in and out. Can anyone remember what my left hand is? Not calcium. Sodium. So Na plus. Okay, what's my right hand? Potassium, right? That's what I'm pumping. So I got more sodium on the outside. I'm pumping that in. I got more potassium. I'm pumping that out. By the way, this is new for me this year. That idea of I like pump and jump. Okay, so you pump, I jump. Okay, you pump, I jump. You guys are pumping. You guys are where the neurotransmitters. You're going to throw your balls. But do you remember on Monday in the video what I told you have to now say? Calcium, right? You have to say calcium when you throw it. Here's why. It's just like the Z-line. Yeah, troponin, right? You need calcium to like make sure that troponin moves out of the way. Okay, and once again, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to incorporate ATP into that one because I was talking. Did I tell you I was talking to this kid who's in college? Yeah, and they're like, oh yeah, your thing is cool, but like there's everything about ATP and whatever. Screw you, dude. All right, so okay, no, it's nice. I like the criticism. I could take it. Okay, but we got to take that calcium. We got to throw. We got to have that to be able to throw. So think about this. I mean, this is just this. Sometimes this makes me like dizzy to think about this. But like, where am I getting calcium from? Okay, I can get it from my diet, for sure, right? But your diet doesn't always provide enough calcium, okay, to do all these things. Think the fact that I'm moving my eyes, that I'm raising my hand, that I'm talking with my tongue, I'm also thinking, and I'm also sending signals to do this. That's all calcium, right? Be like, I should drink a crap ton of milk, right? I haven't drank milk since the first grade. I threw up on it. Okay, I hate milk. Sorry, milk people. I like milking cows. It's fun. Okay. I went out one time with this is years ago, a farmer in town. I was like, oh man, I've never milked a cow. And they're like, what? They're like, come out. So I went out. And it was like one of those suction tubes. You guys ever done this before? So you put it on the tit and it just, it's fun. It's fun. Yeah. All right. Then I did the old school, like the old tug and anyway, so we're watching. Okay, so I haven't drank milk for how am I alive, right? Well, I can get it from a lot of other places, but also when my calcium levels are really low, can you remember something we learned about before? Where could I get calcium if I'm not getting it from my diet? Huh? What? Okay. Something that's already inside my body. Blood. It does start with a B, but it's not blood. Bone. Okay. Do you remember there are those little guys that eat away the bones? Okay. Now, someone earlier, they're like, why are we not like crumbling? Right? Like, because we're talking about microscopic levels. And also your body tends to store that calcium and reuse it too. Okay. What's the organ do you think in your body that says, let's keep the calcium or let's get rid of the calcium? It's not bone, by the way. This is a little bit, we're kind of jumping the gun a little bit, but can you think about this? What's the organ that would say like, we need to keep that calcium or we need to get rid of that calcium? I'll give you hints right here. Kidneys. Yeah, kidneys. The kidneys either keep it or they get rid of it, which is an amazing thing, right? So sometimes we're like, hey, we need this calcium, let's keep it. That's also hormones in your body, which is nuts. What's that? Oh yeah, like I want to get rid of it. Well, it's weird. Like, you know, like we'll take the urinalysis test. Like any energy drinkers in here? Okay, what do you drink? Monsters, okay. I don't know if Monsters do this, okay, but I'll ask you the question. What do you drink? Bangs and Red Bull, okay. Monsters and Red Bull. Anybody else? Okay. Yeah. What do you drink? This same thing. Okay, it's got high levels of a lot of things in that, right? So if you ever see it, it's like 3,000% of something, 5,000%. Like, so do you, for my fruit flies. So what do you think your body does with that? It gets rid of it. It doesn't need it. Have you ever peed green after drinking an energy drink? Okay, yep, some people do. If you take a vitamin B like supplement, you will like pee green if your body doesn't need it. I was talking to somebody in third period there, they're like, they have such a vitamin B deficiency that they've never peed green. I pee green almost every single day. I probably don't need to take the vitamin B. I mean, we're talking neon green. If I drink a Rockstar or NOS, I like those two. I don't know why, but I don't drink them that often. But if I do, we're talking like it looks like nuclear waste in the toilet. Like it is that bright, like sunglasses bright. Nobody else has done this in here? Nobody? Okay. Trust me, someday it might happen to you. You're like, oh, I remember. What's that? Oh yeah, Jake. Yeah, that dude. Where is Jake? Let's see where he's at. I should ask him. Let's find. Yeah, let's see where he's at. Oh yeah. I want to see where he's at. We can ask him. Period two. Let's see, Carl. He's at work-based learning. Here, I'll just call him. I do because he. Dude, he's so funny. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Shit. Where's he work? Does anybody know? No. He's not in here right now. Sometimes he's in here. Okay, let me call him real quick. I'm not gonna put him on speaker because he tends to swear. You just. He's not answering. I'll just say call me. All right. I'll turn up my little thing in case it's all right. So we're gonna practice this, right? You guys ready in the back? We're gonna do the pump and jump. Okay, I'll pump, you pump, I'll jump. Again, we got the nitrogen, or sorry, we got the sodium, we got the potassium. When that happens, that causes me to move to the next. Oh, there he is. Hey, dude, what's up? Hey, I just have a quick question for you. We're in anatomy right now. We're talking about vitamin B and energy drinks with high amounts of vitamin B, and that sometimes you pee like a neon greenish yellow, and everyone brought your name up and wanted to know if that happened to you. Yeah, but it has happened to you because I don't think they believe me. Okay, can I put you on speaker so you can confirm that? Okay, can you confirm that once again, that sometimes it's like a neon-ish color? Oh, yeah. Everyone's laughing. Oh, yeah. Okay, man, thank you so much. All right, have a good one. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, I love it. Okay, ready? Okay, here we go. So we're going like this, pump and jump. You ready? Pump. Pump. That was the most pathetic thing I've ever seen. Yeah. Okay, come on, girl. Okay, let's try it one more time. Hey, are you guys getting the visual here? Do you understand what's happening? Let me know if you don't. Okay, ready? Let's do it one more time. Here we go. Pump and jump, pump and jump, pump and jump, pump and jump. You ready? You want to get ready, pump? Pump it. Okay, pump it. Pump it. Good. Whoa! Oh, you're so close. Okay, all right. The next thing's kind of exciting. Okay, give it back to me. Give it back to me. I'll take it back. Bring him on home. Bring him on home. Bring him on home. Bring him on home. Come on, you got this. You got this. Oop, oop, oop. Jeez, Louise, at least try, will you? See like that? You see how that happens? You see how that happens? There you go. Look at that. Look at that. That's pure gold. Anybody else? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Yours got lost. Dear heavens. All right. Okay. You know. I was going to say something. No, the tennis team, you know, like they go flat after a while. So once they do, they just gave me the dead ones, basically. Okay. All right. So real quick, I want to show you a couple things and then we'll stop. But let's go. I'm going to jump around for a quick second. So I showed you this picture. This is a picture of the neuron. Okay, there's the nucleus in the middle. Okay, the nucleus is the dot right there. There's the axon. Those are the dendrites. Okay, if I'm controlling in my central nervous system, it goes down to the spinal cord and then out to the peripheral. Okay, so these nerves are made up of, like your nerves, like in my hand. You remember when we did our origin and our insertion and our innervation, all of you had one nerve. Some of yours was like the brachial nerve. Some of yours was the axillary nerve, the thoracodorsal nerve, those kinds of things, right? Y'all with me on this? You remember your nerve from your muscle talk. So someone asked me this question, and I didn't know the answer. So I'm going to tell you now before I tell the other classes. They're like, okay, if you've got this nerve, and the nerve looks like, that, there are a few differences between nerves. Some have lots of dendrites, some have one dendrite, some have no dendrites. These are for muscles and these are for sensory areas, but is it like one big nerve that goes like from your finger, like all the way up? Like, how does that happen? Okay, where are we at? Where are we connecting? Okay, and it is kind of weird. So I found these pictures and I liked them. And I haven't put them in my lecture yet because I just looked at this during my prep fourth period because I thought it was a great question. It's a lot like freaking muscles. Okay, I didn't know this. Nobody even asked me. I just kind of like, yeah, you got sensory, right? It goes up to your brain. I didn't think about the structure of what a nerve was. Look at this, just like muscles. Do you remember our Twizzlers? We had our muscle, right? And then we had our fascicle, then we got the muscle fiber, right? Then we had our myofibril, then our myofilaments, those myosin and actins. It's very similar, okay, to this, okay? All of these little lines inside here are axons, okay? All these axons are bound together to go to the brain. This is what an actual nerve looks like. And you can physically see, I don't know if you remember this, but I showed you a cadaver of the face muscles and they were kind of like picking around and they showed some nerves. Okay, we'll look at them again, but you could physically see them. Like I could cut open my hand and I could show you some nerves, right? It's not like these are microscopic. All of these little things are made up of tons of axons, okay? But they all end in a synapse. They all end in a dendrite, okay? But they're really long axon. That's trippy. But look, I want to show you this picture then too. We'll talk a little bit about this, okay? There's a nerve that goes from the outer part, okay? So these are dendrites. This is one long axon. There's the cell body that controls it all, okay? All the way to the spinal cord. This is spinal cord. Then this is the one that goes out from the spinal cord, okay? And they're kind of interconnected, but notice they're not touching. Oh, it's weird, man. And all of this is happening. I can't think about this. This is like the universe, right? Have you guys seen that one Instagram? It makes me kind of throw up every time I see it, where it's like it shows the Earth, right? Or it shows you, and then it shows the Earth, and then it goes out and it shows your galaxy, and then it shows all the other galaxies, and then it goes, and you're like, I hate it. I hate thinking that, right? I hate thinking about the fact that, yeah, my nerves are working, but are they working like yours? Like my shirt, this looks like blue to me, right? This is like a light blue, but there is no way of telling that your blue is the same as my blue, right? There's no way to truly test that, right? And there's no way to really truly, like, I feel pretty good right now, but like, do I feel as good as like I could feel, right? Is there like, is my brain, I mean, we all know my brain ain't right. Okay, I'd say that's an obvious thing, but like, could I do something different to make my, or is my brain changed? It's like crazy stuff, right? Okay, so speaking of that interpretation, let's go to that picture, and I need to take some data from y'all, and I want to know, okay, and I think I know probably what the answer is. Okay. Good. All right. So here's what I want to know, so I can tell the other classes. Okay. So this is, and kids at home, if you want to chat me your answers too. Okay. How many people in this room, I need to see hands, think that this is black and blue? Okay. So this is my sixth period class, black and blue. I'm going to take hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, what about you guys online? 13, 14, 15. Okay, so 15. Okay, and then how many people think gold and blue? Gold blue people. 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. And if I'm counting, I'm a gold blue person. I cannot see the black and blue. Okay, I can't get it. I can't, even if I try. There is nothing black about this at all. Yes.
This is like one of those scenarios where it's like you try to explain the color red to a blind person.
Yeah. I saw a funny TikTok where Ryan Seacrest tried to high five a blind guy. Did you see that? And I was like, oh God, what an idiot. And he reached out his hand and pulled it. I'm like, oh God. All right, there's lots of things wrong with that. Okay, now I don't know if I got to this next part, but so the majority of people in all my classes said black and blue. Okay, but what about this? What does this say? Did you do this? Okay, what's it say? Okay, how are you, right? Okay, what about this one? Okay, that also says how are you? Some of you learned this one first, okay? I don't know if anybody in here learned this one first, but I'll never forget Francisco Gonzalez, who's a freshman lots of years ago, came to this my classroom, zero English, zero, bio 1, okay, knew nothing. Okay, by the end of the year, he was doing great and passed. He actually got a higher score and passed the biology ECA exam, where there were 2 students at the time who they were taking bio for the second time and did not pass again the second time. This kid knew nothing, right? Okay, but was able to. This is where he started, and now this is where he's at now. Okay, so he knows these things. Okay, how about this one? Okay, anybody know what this is? How are you? Right? It does not say how are you. Okay, at all. But like, I don't know if anybody is anybody offended by this at all. Okay. Okay. If I would be in big trouble if someone walked in and saw this and they were like, oh, I cannot believe you just put that up there. In fact, it's really, truly how I feel about all of you in this room right now. It's bad. It's bad. But look, it's a perception thing, right? Nobody's looking at this and nobody's saying like, oh my gosh, like I can't believe Berman put that up on the screen, right? Because we don't know what it means. It's the same thing. And I don't know if I used this example the other day with on the video, because sometimes you know how I go. I forget what I say. It's like we've named things. There's a great book about like why people name certain things. Okay, the a short history of medicine. There's a little stuff on that if anybody's interested. But you know, this is an ear. Okay, we know the English is ear. Okay, what's the Spanish for ear?
Olido.
What's that?
Olido.
Olido. Oído.
Yeah.
Oído. Okay, great. That's ear. Okay. What if we called this penis? Okay, right? So like how many people got their penises checked in the library today? Anybody? Okay, all right. There's a bunch of you that have your penises checked. I mean, I was so, Jane Bellinger's so great. She's an expert at seeing if your penis needs help, right? And so I think there was a few women in there, right? That were checking penises. And it was just as sophomores or juniors. Just as sophomores got their penises checked today, right? And like, I need to go get mine because mine is just, I can barely hear out of my penis because it's filled with wax, right? It's just, I need to flush the wax out of my penis. No, it's funny, right? Okay, it's a funny bit, but that's again a perception thing, right? Okay, this is a perception thing. We're gonna talk about how things work for female brains too. So sorry, I keep teasing. Okay, but then what about those perception things? And even how does the outside world affect our brain? Like if it's too cold in your house. That's all I've got for today. Thanks for sticking with me. Okay, I can't tell you because I'm afraid I would hurt you. Yes. I don't can't say. You can I could give you that PowerPoint and you can ask. You're like, my teachers. I should ask Sam.
I'm pretty sure it's.
No, I probably should not ask Sam next period. He might get. I don't know him well enough. Sam, if he knows it. All right. Any questions from you at home?